People are finding that the modern world is really challenging to live in because there's nothing outside there that reminds you that we have an inner self and that we have a soul. Nothing outside in the external world reminds you of that. So it's really challenging to face the busyness, the stress, the distraction. There's a lot going on out there, let alone the pain of there's Indigenous people who aren't accepted, there's gender issues, there's immigration issues, refugee issues. There is so much going on and people are really feeling the stress and the pain of that. The way to be able to cope with that is to remember that it's the inner life, our inner being, that gives a context to all of that that's going on in the world. So we all have a connection with the soul, and the energy of the soul is love, and that is holding us. And if we can hold that connection as we're moving and living and interacting and in relationship in the external world, that gives us a foundation and a ground to stand on so that you can move through the world and there's anger going on over there and there's argument happening there and there's distress over there. You can actually learn to hold yourself despite all of that going on. And then as well as that, when you're connected with your soul, the soul naturally inspires you to contribute. So if you're living really comfortably and safe, but a little bit separated from the world and not making a difference, that actually causes us pain. So that when we walk outside, we're affected by everything because we're knowing that we're not contributing and part of it and doing what we can to assist to make a difference in the world. And underneath, we all want to make a difference. Everyone I've spoken to in my work wants to make a difference in the world. So when we connect within, that's what starts to come through. There's an inspiration that just wants to make a difference in our own unique way. We're all different. We'll all have a unique way of doing that. It doesn't mean you have to go to Africa and work with the poor. It's not literal like that. It's just bring the beauty and the joy and the care and the compassion that you have in your own particular field of work. That will light you up so that then when you walk through the world and you see the suffering, you see the pain, you can handle that because you know in the end it's okay, it's all held, and you are doing your best to make a difference. That's a way to survive the chaos in the world at present. It's really challenging when there's so much pain going on in the world. What we need to do with that is remain open to it. And in a sense, that's a vulnerability, to be able to feel the world and feel the pain in the world. And we don't want to stop that. We want to remain open to that because it's from there that we then go, I can feel that there's pain in the world. I want to contribute. I want to make a difference. But at the same time, we don't want to be overwhelmed by that. There is a lot going on. It can be really overwhelming. And I find a lot of clients are feeling overwhelmed. So we do need to practice remaining connected with our inner self daily as much as we possibly can. And that is easier said than done because the world is really challenging. But honestly, over time, and if you're really committed to this, you can connect inside to your own soul, to your own heart, and that'll give you an anchor and a steadiness as you are out there in the world with everything that's going on. It's a simple practice, but it is challenging, but it is doable.